I see my way clear.
Administering first aid.
I sense your weakness.
Sever!
The die is cast. One with the sounds. Sever! Ha! It's time. One with the sounds. Sever! Target confirmed. Swift and resolute. It's time. It's time. This should come in handy. It's time. It's time. one with the sounds. I sense your weakness. Target confirmed. I trust you can use it to the full. It's time. It's time. The loot we find is not part of my pay. It's all yours.
See? How lively. You really need to come and see it in person for the full...
And that's thanks...
Well, I don't always be...
Wenshu.
Why not? Go. Enjoy your youth. I would have rushed to sign up.
Rover, it's good to see you.
Oh, nice to meet you. I'm the director of the Riverside Games. You can call me Wenshu. I almost dropped the ball on this one. I would have forgotten to send out those invitations without Jian's reminder.
It's not Rover.
That's right. Go, of course. The Jinzhou Riverside Games is an event for all people to enjoy.
Indeed. I'm looking forward to your performance, Rover. Only a few events...
We haven't held during the preparation. It's a pity that the...
Rover, I suggest looking around for events to join if you're interested. Now, have a great time, Rover.
Oh, well. I didn't invite him over. On the other hand, we couldn't have brought the situation at the borders under control. Sorry. I'm getting off. Especially those... Rover, are you coming with me?
It's time.
Ugh. All those hours of training for nothing. We're doomed.
Don't give up yet. We've still got some time before the relay starts.
Ling Yan. Ganchuan, what's wrong?
Hi!
This is...
Perfect timing. We're having a bit of a situation right now. Two of our teammates, we've asked the organizer...
But the relay... are we supposed...
Speaking of which, do you have a team, Rover?
Rover is also a resonator. He's fully qualified for the Gulpuff relay. Still, it depends on whether he'd like to join you.
It's simple. 4 people take turns controlling a Gulpuff in a relay race. The first team to reach the finish line wins. Thank you so much!
If that's right.
Then you're only one person short for the relay. I know a good candidate for that.
Who?
Bingo!
Oh!
Huh? Are you serious? The general doesn't look like he'd be interested.
Well,
What do you mean?
instead of asking questions here, why don't you just
I don't have the guts.
go invite him?
We're counting on you, Rover!
It's time.
Rover, what are you doing here? Have you found any event that you're interested in? Trouble? If you're comfortable sharing, tell me about it. Maybe I can... So, you want me to join the relay? No worries. The key to winning a relay race lies in mutual understanding, cooperation, and trust among team members. Most of the teams are formed I believe you can find a better candidate for your team. That candidate doesn't have to be me. Joining you, I see. But given we never trained together before, it may prove a temporary team. I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Indeed. No need to worry about the end result before the competition begins. Yes. I'll join you. Spectators are gathering along the lanes. The race should start soon. Let's go join our new teammates. Huh. Nothing. Perhaps it's just my imagination.
You managed to rope?
Greetings.
Rover has told me...
Hooray! Now we can join the race! With General Jian and...
Not to be a party pooper here, but as a last-minute team, we probably won't hit...
Unless what?
Sorry. Forget about it. 10 years ago, since then, every time the games are held, a major highlight is whether the record will be broken.
Yeah,
They set the record. Well,
Keep your chin up. Not to mention the team you were talking about was a temporary team, too.
wow.
Yes.
well, it's been 10 years. I wonder how that team's doing now.
We should worry about ourselves first. There's not much time left.
The relay order. Then, General? Can you decide?
As you have trained together...
All right. In that case,
Me?
you've always...
The first runner doesn't need...
General, can you be the connecting third runner?
A reasonable strat...
Then the relay order would be me first, followed by Lingyan, then General Jian, and Rover last.
Rover, this is your first race, and you may receive plenty of attention as the last runner. Please, stay calm and relax. I'm glad to hear any other...
Yes! Our team doesn't have a name yet.
Since Rover brought this team together, maybe we should let him decide the name.
I'm starting to crave some buffalo wings, too.
Not bad. It helps to release the tension. The name is settled then. Everyone, please get ready in your designated exchange. We can stay in touch with our terminals once the race begins.
We're entering the final stage of the competition. General Jian and Rover have successfully passed the baton.
Be careful of the driftwood. Jump over it.
Despite it being Rover's debut race, he's demonstrating impressive skill.
Come on!
Oh no!
Come on!
That team ran
We're
into
in
a
the
championship is a foregone conclusion.
Stopping to relax. Sounds come forth.
Rover, are you all right?
I'm sorry for what just happened. You almost reached the finish line and then...
Rover, did you notice anything unusual before? An unfamiliar voice went you...
I understand. But most of the teams are waiting to start their race. And it's our first Riverside Games in years. The voice you mentioned.
When Rover asked, I have requested...
I see.
There might be an under... Records will take...
I trust your decision, but a man somehow ended up riding a gull puff when it all happened. And he seemed to really enjoy it. They all seemed super excited.
Get that person to leave, Wenshu. I'm going with you.
Of course. Rover, you are respected by many. If you're willing to help us calm people down, it will make things easy.
Thank you.
Sir.
But that was really fun!
May I have your hand?
What? What's wrong?
Nothing major. I just need to confirm something. As I expected.
Huh? When did I get hurt? I didn't feel it at all.
The adrenaline from excitement may have dampened your sensitivity to pain. However, your nervous response betrays your condition. Your right hand has been shaking involuntarily, likely because the wound has been left untreated. Fortunately, it's not caused by the gull puffs. Please take this to relieve the pain for now.
Ouch! Oh, it's really starting to hurt now that you mentioned it.
All right. Have you...
I'm sorry. I got a little carried away. I'm sorry again for the trouble I've caused.
Let's go have someone see to your wound.
Rover, fancy seeing you here. I don't want to spoil your fun, but I'm afraid we need to suspend the...
Can you fill us in on the data?
I checked the monitoring data as you asked, and I found unusual fluctuations near the upper waters to the north.
Why didn't the nearest beacon pick up on this anomaly?
The resonance beacon is functioning properly, but we still don't know why it didn't issue a warning this time. I will investigate this further. Animals are often the tacit discords. I suppose that's why you asked me to...
Yes, the timing of this change is concerning.
Perhaps the Riverside Games frequency resonated with something in the upper waters.
Yes.
The lack of perceivable warning signs typically suggests unknown risks. Jian.
discords. Don't come near me.
The tacit discords are increasing. Let's take them down first. It's the retroact rain. We need to hurry up.
Commence healing.
Swift and resolute. One with the sounds. Moment of resonance.
Let's participate. Together.
The voices are coming from here. It might be trying to tell us something. We need to decipher the message somehow.
You should relax. You can. Who knows when it's the next? Let's go. Come on. Tacit discords. They won't. No. I can't. Help!
It's the cheers during the Riverside Games, mingled together with cries for help. Perhaps some people have been trapped in this place. Or maybe... Anyway, we have to figure it out. Yes and no. Technically.
Are these the spectators we saw earlier?
No. They are memory projections from the previous Riverside Games.
I can't quite describe it, but something feels wrong with it.
Ah, come on! Are you seriously expecting teamwork among members of a temporary team?
No wonder they made a mistake. Such a shame.
It's the temporary team from a decade ago. I'm fine. Brought back some memories. According to Mortifi's speculation, this sonar sphere was resonating with the Riverside Games frequencies, and it led to the abnormal fluctuations we detected earlier.
Isn't that the temporary team? Oh, their last runner's actually catching up! Really? That kid! I remember, he's a new recruit! Impressive!
It's the tacit discords. Watch out. Tell truth from facade. Sever!
One with the sounds.
They seem to be playing a game of imitation. Those are nothing but empty shells, no matter how lifelike they may seem. All of this, I have a feeling it all ties back to the temporary team. I rarely ever mention it, but 10 years ago, I was a part of that temporary team. It's the Nell Squares bell. Don't worry, I'm here with you. We'll go see for ourselves. Wait, Rover. Look out the window.
The city's upside down. So is everything in this place like this? Are these fallen soldiers manifestations of memories? Or the tacit discord's imitations?
Stay focused.
The fog is thickening. Stay alert. Be careful of the tacit discords, Rover.
Strike from the Shat One with the sounds.
Sever! Settled. Tell truth from facade.
One more time. Break.
Tell truth from facade. A decade ago, shortly after... Yes, the Midnight Rangers had to send its latest recruits to the front line because of the situation's urgency. In the end, we contained the outbreak at a heavy price. The battle took countless lives. Our victory was overshadowed by the immeasurable loss. And they were not the only ones who lost their lives in the Desert Highland. This sonorosphere is probably made up of the reverberations they left behind. As tacit discords devoured the fallen soldiers' frequencies, they became convinced they were the soldiers they feasted upon. Now, they're just reenacting what happened in their memories. But it seems the remaining frequencies of our soldiers are still resisting. Yes, the tacit discords are merging together. It would seem so. It's the bell. They must be showing the way for us.
Wouldn't hurt to be more prepared.
The bell sounds closer now. The tacit discord should be aware of our presence now. They'll be harder to deal with. Brace yourself for the fight. The atmosphere is thick and dangerous. Let's take down these murmurins first.
One with the sounds.
Ready for battle. Tell truth from facade.
Target confirmed. According to what we've learned, this battle happened a decade ago. Why are they only calling out to us now?
I think it's because of you.
Me? But I didn't even know them.
I was wondering why this year, of all times, when the Riverside Games have been held before, and you are the only variable here. You invited me to join your temporary team, so Ganchuan and Ling Yan can still participate in the race. We initially fell behind, but later reclaimed the lead. It's like a deja vu of the race from a decade ago.
And that's what triggered the resonance. The fallen soldiers, they must have held on to those memories dearly. That's how they resisted merging with the Tacit Discords.
Yes. They have been silently fighting for us all these years, or we would have faced a TD outbreak.
During that past battle on Desert Highland, did you...
Yes. We fought together.
They probably didn't want it to happen again. All those deaths and losses.
And so they called out to us for help. Let's move on, Rover.
Moment of resonance. Target confirmed. Strike!
Commence healing. Appear before me.
Break!
Tell truth from facade.
Sever! Swift and resolute. One with the sounds.
The bell is right ahead. Let's go. Nonsense. They're reenacting our first lesson for new recruits. During their first lesson, new recruits must pay tribute to fallen soldiers in Nell Square. We are required to do this before being allowed on the battlefield. Its significance eluded most of us during initial training, myself included. Until that day. Yes, I didn't attend the memorial that day, but that was when I finally realized. Nell Square. It is the place where our career as soldiers begins and ends. These monsters will never fathom the weight of their sacrifices. Retreat, don't you worry. Tell truth from facade.
Stay calm.
Sever!
The die is cast.
Together again.
One with the sounds. Break. One with the sounds.
Tell truth from facade. Wind Rider. Finale.
Swift and resolute. One with the sounds. Moment of resonance. Target confirmed.
Thank you, Rover. I'm fine. They've been trapped here for 10 years, and now finally free. I hope they're in a better place. What happened here goes far beyond what we know about the wave-worn phenomena so far. I've sampled some of the frequencies here with my terminal. We should...
This should come in handy.
We're no longer seeing any unusual... Good job. As you requested.
Thank you.
I'm not done yet. Though there are some similarities...
This is the frequency sample I've recorded.
Frequency sample from a sonorosphere. I'll deliver it to a colleague. It's in better hands with her. It's someone you know. Baija. She specializes in echoacoustic research.
Yes.
What now?
I trust you.
Rest assured.
This should be our wake-up.
It is a wake-up call. And it may also hold the answers we've been searching for all these... By the way...
Sure.
Now, if there's nothing else, I'm going back to my lab.
Rover, there is a place I need to visit. Could you come with me? Thank you. I need to pick up something first. See you at Nell Square. there is something I wish to do with you today. A seed. This is the seed of a resilient type of flower, which I asked the Academy to help me breed years ago. From here you can see all of Jinzhou City. I thought those who died for Jinzhou would want to see how it's thriving now. This flower, we named it the Immortia. Yes, the word represents both departure and return. Yes, I know there's nothing we can do to bring them back. But for us still living, we need something like this to hold on to. Thank you, Rover, for finally bringing them peace. Now, this is why I believe you should be the one to plant this seed here. We have prevented one outbreak for the time being. But a greater danger remains. I must act to prevent more deaths. Rover, I have one more request. If one day I perish in battle and cannot return home, could you please plant one of these flowers for me? Thank you, Rover.
Rover, I heard you'd returned to the city with General Jian. What a relief. I am beyond happy to know you're all safe and sound. There is something I forgot to give you. Let's meet up somewhere when you have the time.
Greetings, Rover. You see those fish? They look happiness and safety, and if we don't feel the weight of that price, someone else is carrying it for us. "10 years. How time flies. I coordinated the Riverside Games that year, too. Dozens of teams competed that day, and the race lasted well into the afternoon. The sunset was so beautiful. Like what we're seeing now. It was so tranquil. That team was thrown together last minute, and nobody thought they could win. They even stumbled during their first exchange. But then, the team surprised everyone with their final runner's expert gulp-off handling and victorious finish. It was truly a race to remember. Yes. I still remember how excited those kids looked, just like how you looked in this photo. We were worried we weren't going to get a photo of you all together. Luckily, the photographer managed to capture a shot of the whole team. I should thank you for bringing that team together, Rover. I'm planning to talk to Jian about hosting the Riverside Games another time. If all goes well, please, join us.
It's time.
Keep your fangs sharp.